With all the influencers coming up with new cameras every single day, I know that a lot of old cameras get pushed to the back. I want to talk about the Canon Rebel T8i in 2025. And I know y'all thinking, isn't that camera a bit old? Well, I'm here to tell you that this camera is still a powerhouse for creators in 2025. Whether you're a YouTuber, aspiring filmmaker, or just getting into photography, the Canon Rebel T8i might be exactly what you need. Stick around because today we're diving into why this camera is still totally worth it in 2025. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl DeOndria Michelle coming at you with another video. And I know what y'all thinking, why are we talking about the Canon Rebel T8i in 2025? Listen, I do realize that this is an entry-level DSLR, but please do not let that fool you because this camera is packed with features that can help you create professional level content without needing a huge budget. It shoots 4K video, it has awesome autofocus, and it's super easy to use. So even in 2025, when mirrorless and higher end DSLRs are taking over the market, the Canon Rebel T8i can still hold you down here in 2025. Let's break it down and talk about it. Let's talk about autofocus. The dual pixel autofocus that just will not let you down. It is smooth, it's fast, it's super reliable. If you ever had an issue with focusing in your videos, this camera is going to be the camera for you. When I tell you that it does not focus hunt, it simply locks onto your subject, and that's exactly where it will stay. I do understand, again, that this is on the lower end of the DSLRs, but with this super fast, super reliable autofocus, this is what you need with talking heads, vlogs, and anything else that you want to do in regards to the autofocus. If you're a manual person, that's fine. But the reliability of the autofocus in this camera is second to none. All right, so lens compatibility and customization. And here's the big one. Lens flexibility. This Rebel T8i works with the Canon's EF and EFS lenses, which means you get access to huge selections of lenses. Whether you want a shallow depth of field with the 50mm f1.8 or you need a wide shot with the 10-18. Now, I did sell my 10-18 with my Canon Rebel T7i. I didn't get this camera with the lens. I got my Canon Rebel T8i, just the body. So with that being said, I do have a bunch of vintage lenses. I have a cinema lens, and also on the lens that I'm on now, which is the Canon, which is the Sigma 1835 f1.8. But you can get creative in your lens choice. This is a camera that's built to grow with you as you advance in your skills. And I can honestly tell you that any camera, any lens brand offers the EF mount. So that should tell you the wide variety that you have if you decide to go with this camera in 2025. All right, so let's talk price. Brand new, you're gonna get this camera. It'll be $1,000. It's gonna come with the kit lens. Now let's be real. You're paying to rock the Canon brand, as you would Sony, as you would Fuji, as you would Lumix, or any other camera brand. You're paying to rock the brand. That's neither here nor there. I'm not justifying the price. And I know it's going to be somebody in the comments go,
but you can get a Blackmagic 4K for $1,000 as well.
Okay, well, let's go over that. With this camera, you're going to get autofocus, you're going to get the EF system, which gives you a plethora of lenses. With the Blackmagic, what are you getting? You are getting micro four thirds, which limits you to your lens choices, which means that you have to start completely over, because 9 times out of 10 you already got an EF mount lenses, unless you're like with Fuji or some shit like that. And on top of that, no autofocus. A lot of people don't know how to manually focus their lens or are too lazy to manual focus their lenses. So why would you get a camera? Oh, another thing you're going to get with the Blackmagic 4K camera is you're going to get a shit ton of memory that you can't afford. Because if you're going with a camera under $1,000, it's because you cannot afford cameras above that scale. So now you're going to be paying more than the $1,000 to use the camera. Oh, and if you got a shitty computer with that Blackmagic camera, you're not going to be able to edit things. So now you have to pay somebody to edit your videos, or you'll be waiting 10 hours for something that should take you 25 minutes. Now, this is not me shitting on Blackmagic. I don't want anybody in the comments thinking that I'm saying that Blackmagic isn't worth your dollars and cents if you have the equipment available to edit the things that you are trying to put out. I don't want a camera that's going to eat up my computer memory or eat up the 4 terabytes for one video. And I know I'm being dramatic, but I'm just saying, I don't want a camera that does that. So when you think about a starter camera, you think about saving money, you think about going a route that's going to be sufficient for now. I would say, why not try the Canon Rebel T8i in 2025 under $1,000 with the kit lens? And before y'all get to rambling in them comments, this is not a sponsored video. I did this video specifically for people who jump in my comments and asking me what cameras I use, or I get inboxes, oh, I got this camera, and it'd be something like a T3i or something like that. I feel like with any camera, you can get the best quality stuff as long as you got a good lens for it. Either way, filmmaking is expensive. Content creation is expensive. And I know people will say, well, use your phone, use your phone. Yeah, but it's limited as well. So if you absolutely want a camera and need a camera, I personally will say start off with this camera. There is some roadblocks to this camera. For me, my roadblock is that it zooms in. It really does. No matter what lens you put on, it seems like it zooms in, and that annoys the shit out of me. But I love this camera for as many years as I've had it. I'll still use it to this day. I used it for this entire video. Every video that you see in this video was done with the Canon Rebel T8i, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoy making. Let me know down in the comments, if you don't have a camera, you're thinking about getting a camera, would you get this camera here in 2025? Either way, y'all, you got to take the good with the bad no matter what camera you get. And with that, I'm going to end the video here and say peace.